Hi folks, Les Picker here again. I am, as you probably already know, I'm a landscape, travel, and wildlife photographer. Today I'd like to follow up on a video I did several years ago on how to take a multi-row pano. Uh, that video now has about 148,000 views and lots of comments, questions that are being asked on that video over the years. Nothing has really changed. Cameras have changed since then, but the basic technique of doing multi-row panos is the same. So if you look down below at the description of this video, you'll see links to that video, as well as a link to another video which is on how to determine the nodal points for your lenses, your lens camera combination, so that you end up getting perfect panos, and I mean really perfect, high megapixel panos that you can blow up virtually to any size. In fact, the background you see here in this video is actually a pano 15 images across, 3 rows, taken in Iceland, and I think you can see it reproduces pretty well. People have ended up asking me a lot of questions about what kind of equipment I actually used for this setup. And the purpose of this video is to show you that equipment, and you'll see all the specs for the equipment down below in the description. So if you want to skip ahead, go ahead, but I'm going to also give a couple of pointers as we go along. So right here is the setup that I use. I am based on a Gitzo 3541 tripod. Any tripod that has a good sturdy mass will do, but I kind of like this tripod because it is so sturdy and it gives such a good platform. I'm also using the Really Right Stuff BH55 ball head on it. And I'm not going to specify every piece of equipment here, but I think I'm going to be taking this off to show it to you, so I might as well just tell you what this base is. So this is right here, the BH55 ball head made by Really Right Stuff. I have the whole setup mounted as I would actually use it. I talk, of course, about the fact that it has to be completely, you have to have a good base for your tripod, for your camera setup. But at any event, this is the setup as it appears as I use it every day. So I'm just rotating it around so you have a 360-degree view of it. You'll notice there's a quick release clamp here on my BH55. Just makes things easier taking it on and off. It works very well. It clamps down really hard. All right, so here is, that's basically the setup as it appears here. And there are different things you need to do in order to find out your nodal point, and also while you're in the field to make sure that you're set up properly so it doesn't take a long time to set up. Okay, that's the basic idea here. So what I'm going to do now is take this off, and I'll start with the camera itself. I'm going to loosen this knob here, and I'll slip the whoops, just let me just get the right one, the right knob loosened here. Okay, so here's the camera that I've just taken off of the basic setup. Now, one thing I want to point out right away is that you'll notice I have an L bracket right here on this camera so that I can position the camera either horizontally or vertically. Of course, if you're taking panos, you should try to have it in vertical orientation. So I took it off, and it would fit in nicely right into this clamp here. It would just fit in. I would tighten it down, and it would be all set. But what about if I'm using a telephoto lens that has a foot on it? If I want to mount it from the foot to have a more steady, sturdy, stable platform, this will not work because the orientation of this is this way. so it will not work. I have to have a way to rotate this in this direction. And for that, I always carry my trusty really right wrench. So all I have to do is take this Allen wrench, put it into this notch here, loosen this 3 turns, and then I can just turn it around. And now, as you can see, a tele attachment with a foot on it will fit in perfectly this way. So it's just a matter of having this clamp, and I'm going to tell you about this clamp in just a moment. So let's now, let me tighten this down a bit. And I'm going to disassemble this so that you can see what we have here. I'm going to let go of the clamp, and I take the whole unit off. And now what we have here is a slide. That's the part that fits right on the tripod. So that is known as a rail in really right stuff terms. Then I have this major unit here, which I'm going to release with this clamp. I'm going to release these next part. There are four pieces to this assembly. This part is the part that you can control the tilt on it so that you can take a multi-row pano. So this is only if you really want to do multi-row panos and not just a single row. Single row, all you need is a simple rail like this and a couple of, and one other piece. But for multi-row panos, you're going to need this piece of equipment too. So there are two items to this setup. And then the third is the part that's going to actually hold the camera that fits into this unit here. And then finally is this clamp unit here that I just showed you, which allows you to rotate it 90 degrees so you can accommodate either a standard L plate for your panos or a footed tele lens. Okay, that's the basic setup for this. So what I've done here is I'm going to lay these out for you, and then we'll label each one, and you can get these things, of course, by going to the Really Right Stuff website. However, let me just give you a little pointer right now. Really Right Stuff, I love their equipment. They're high tolerance engineered, they're rugged, very, very, very solid, all metal construction, just beautiful. Every thought is put into it. There are levels in each of these units have a level in them. They're just great. There are rulers so you can get put your camera in the exact location each time, so you're sure that you're going to get accurate panos. But the downside is that Really Right Stuff equipment is expensive. So here's the thing I would recommend. There's a good sized market for used Really Right Stuff equipment on eBay, for example, and other sites that sell used camera equipment. They're virtually indestructible, these pieces of equipment. So as you put this kit together, feel free to look at buying some used equipment. It'll save you some money. The other thing is, and I'm not recommending this, but I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you about it anyway, is that there are several Chinese knockoffs of this equipment. I'm not recommending you use that, but if you're looking to save money, you might try it and see if you like the quality and the construction of it. But again, for my money, of course I do this professionally, it's certainly worth the expense to use Really Right Stuff. And by the way, I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not supported by them in any way. They don't know that I'm doing this, so I want to be clear that there's no ulterior motive to my recommending their stuff. Okay, so with that, again, all the information that you need about this assembly is going to be right down below in the description box that you see. And so that's it for now, folks. I'd like to thank you for watching. We'll have, again, a video of this equipment laid out on the table. And if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask in the comments below. I always answer every comment that comes through on my YouTube channel. It might take a few days, I might be on assignment, but nonetheless, that's it. Okay, till next time, see ya.